the UK is a difficult place to have a business at the minute with things happening out there in the world, and it's not easy. And so these little wins where you can build an app for, I think, I'm between 100 and 150 pounds, and I'm about 85 to 90% of the way there as to what I set out to achieve. And like you mentioned right at the start, I mean, that would have probably cost me a couple of grand back in, when someone else has been doing it, and potentially not even for a better result. And I think we've got a massive productivity issue in the UK, and I think if we can leverage some of these pieces of equipment and go, right, I'm now going to have the same amount of people in my team because I've got a really good close knit team, but they're going to basically triple the amount of work they can get through per week. Suddenly, that means that company has potentially tripled the revenue, and that is like game changing amounts of money coming into the business. And I think that's something to bear in mind with AI. As much as it does worry me how quickly it's developing, and the amount of regulation that you can even bring into this sort of industry, because how do you regulate something so brand new? You don't really know how to do it, and regulation in that sort of industry kind of kills the innovation of it a little bit. So it's a really tricky one for them to handle. But getting that productivity up in our little businesses, but also in some of the big businesses, like we mentioned, like the NHS as a government organisation, trying to increase the productivity there, I think is really critical, but not something that I think is easy to do just on a human level. I think you have to have something like this to do a lot of the number crunching and document crunching and note building that takes us as humans a long time to do.